Section 1 of your book starts out by talking about the push and the pull, the idea of starting a business. Tell us more.
For years, I had a goal of starting my own business. I carried around a promise in my pocket that I would start a business. I was so frustrated about getting on with it that I had a witness sign the little covenant that I made with myself. So I definitely had the pull towards entrepreneurship. But this concept of the push is this whole idea of things happen in your life, whether it's an issue with a boss, an obstacle at work, or some other aspect, also kind of comes into play where, frankly, you make the decision, I've got the pull, I've got the push, it's time for me to take the step and make it happen. And that happened for me in 1991. And
tell us more about that. What happened in 1991?
Well, specifically, I was a producer for a large development company called Trammell Crow Company. And I was working on an assignment that caused me to travel pretty much Monday through Friday. And I went into the office on a Saturday, and I came across a piece of paper on the copier. And it had our business model going forward, and 2 of the 3 variations had me cut from staff. So I approached my boss and said, "What's this?" And he said, "It's too bad you saw that." But it really, that for me was the push that finally made me decide I'm going to start my own business, because if the level of investment that I was making and the performance that I was producing wasn't enough, it was time for me to start my own thing.
How old were you when you started your own business?
Surprisingly, I was 36, which many entrepreneurs would find that to be on the later side. I had 2 children, a third on the way. I had a lot of obligation and responsibility. I had been in the corporate world for probably 15 years between IBM, Hewlett-Packard, and Trammell Crow Company. I had been setting aside money to buy a home, and as things evolved, I spoke with my wife and said, we need to take that money and we need to put it behind this business. We need to move from the house we're in to a smaller place, and we need to lift this business off, and that's exactly what we did at 36 years old.